You can't gap, I've heard this, you can't gap a door with 1.5 adz, you're crazy. Your door's 1 3/4 thick, you can't do it. Alright, today's video, we're going to be talking about gapping your door. In particularly a commercial style, 1 3/4 thick metal door, metal frame. Again, 1 3/4 depth on that frame until you hit that stop. And we're going to be gapping it with our 1.5 adz on our TSR Halligan bar. We're actually going to compare that to the 2-inch adz on a Pro bar. We're actually going to run through the Pro bar first and then compare it to the TSR. But you're going to see that, wait a minute, gapping a door with an 1.5 adz, that don't make any sense. You can't gap, I've heard this, you can't gap a door with 1.5 adz, you're crazy. Your door's 1 3/4 thick, you can't do it. What we're going to show you is what happens with these doors, real doors especially, have that flex. And you're going to boot your door, gap your door from the bottom up, away from the lock. That lock is what's holding you in tight to that frame. We're actually going to move around that lock. You're going to watch this door flex as you do it. We're going to compare this to the 2-inch adz. So we're going to put our TSR down here. We're going to grab our traditional 2-inch adz on this Halligan bar, and we're going to work this door. I'm going to boot my door. I'm going to start low, take what the door will give you, something we keep talking about, right? I got enough room to get my adz in there, and then I can start working my door. So one thing that happens with that adz, it's nice and wide, so you lose leverage. You got a 15-to-1 on this tool. 2-inch adz, nice and stable when I'm in that against that frame there, or that stop. Nice and stable, doesn't want to roll on me at all. But when I'm working it, you just on a hard door, you might not have that leverage. So I can try to loosen it by going down a little bit. I can come up, but again, we're limited by that spike. I mean, is that enough? The force on there for you. So again, I'll try to get underneath it, see what I can get. See the amount of effort I'm putting in there. I could probably go a lot harder, might be able to get it to roll, but let's compare that to that 1.5 adz on that TSR. So over here we have our TSR package here. TSR fire mold, 10-pound tool, a little bit of a heavy irons tool, so it's going to have that added weight to it. Super effective. You might have to work out to use it, but it's a good tool. Again, let's go ahead. Same sort of motions here, but I can actually roll towards that spike, and I can start getting a little bit more leverage into that door. I can actually gap my whole door, rolling down and towards it. Now, let's go back up, away from the spike. There we go. Come on over here and check this out. Let's look at the gap we got on this door. Staying tight to the frame up top, down low, it's opening up. Look at the seam we're able to get with that 1.5 adz, 1 3/4 door. Gaps nicely. Again, it's going to be more prevalent on a real door. Real door is going to flex even more on the bottom, right? So what we do, we capture our progress. That wedge-shaped blade on that TSR fire mold, and also our mauler has that same wedge-shaped blade. It's designed to capture progress, and then continue to capture progress and widen your gap as you work your tool. You could boot it. I could then drive it into my gap if I wanted to. I could come in here, and if you come in tight, I could flex my door, push my door, and let that tool fall in my gap. Create a little bit more gap, let that tool fall in. We then work our tool. What's going to happen is it's going to keep capturing for you. I just push on my bar, my tool slides right in. By the time your gap reaches the width of that blade, the full width of that blade, I know we've met our goal. What's our goal? Right? Adz behind jam. Those shoulders keep that tool from falling through. If I have to push and extend my leverage and get a little bit more throw out of my door, it's going to keep that tool from falling through and losing your capture. So we can just continue to kind of work our door, make sure we got everything we got there, and then hit that end goal, which is nice and deep. Hands behind, jam. Roll it up, roll it up. What do? We roll our tool before we throw our tool. Now we've rolled it, now we can throw it. Finish opening our door, right? I would do a sweep, and then I would control my door. Bring my door back to me. Close it, get ready, go inside and go to work. So, 1.5 adds, 1 3/4 door. Can't do it, right? I think we can.